Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into the absolute fire topic of today's video, I've got a little something for you all to celebrate how awesome this community is getting. We are charging towards that 1,000 subscriber milestone, and when we hit it, I'm going to be giving away 5 Welkins. That's right, 5 of you are going to get a month of that sweet, sweet Primo blessing. All you gotta do to enter is be subscribed to the channel, drop a like on this video, and leave a comment down below telling me who you're saving for. Easy, right? Let's get that bread. So, onto the main event. The whispers are turning into shouts. The leaks are solidifying. Arlecchino's banner is making its return in just hours, and I can already hear the gears turning in half your heads. I see the comments, the forum posts. The big question, do I pull for Arlecchino, or do I hold out for the new hotness, for Rerun? And look, that is a completely valid question. Your Primo gems are precious, you don't want to waste them. But let me lay some truth on you. If there is one 5-star character, one single DPS unit, who has consistently, relentlessly, proven she belongs in the top tier, it's Arlecchino. She isn't just a temporary power spike. She's a long-term investment. She's not just about big flashy numbers, she's built to last. So today, we're breaking down exactly why Father remains one of the smartest pulls you can make in the entire game, and why skipping her might be a decision you'll regret down the line. You know that worst feeling ever moment when a character releases who is just perfect for your account, but your Primo stash is looking drier than a Sumeru desert? Let's make sure that doesn't happen with Arlecchino. Save up to 25% on the current banners at lootbar.gg, especially for the Nod Cry release. Loot Bar is offering the all-in-one pack and the 6,480 pack for only $69 compared to $100 in-game. That's a $31 saving. I just entered my UID and selected my server. In less than 5 minutes, the gems appeared in my account. As you can see, I received double the amount for my first purchase, just like with in-game top-ups. And remember, the double bonus for your first purchase has been reset in 6.0. Beyond Genshin, you can also top up in Honkai Star Rail. Loot Bar has over 100,000 satisfied users and also supports PS5 and Xbox top-ups. New users can get an extra 10% discount, while returning users get 5%. The link is in the description. First, let's break down her kit, because I know when a lot of players first saw it, their initial reaction was, "Hold up, what in Tevad is this bond of life nonsense?" It sounds intimidating, like some super complex math you need a Liu calculator to figure out. But trust me, once you get it, it's honestly one of the most brilliantly designed mechanics in the game. Here's the simple version. The more she gets into the fight, the more powerful she becomes by essentially converting a portion of her own health into pure, unadulterated damage. Her normal attacks? They don't just hit, they evaporate enemy health bars. Her skill is the ignition key that starts her entire destructive rhythm. And her burst? This is the cool part. You aren't even using it for a big nuke. Its main job is to reset her bond of life, clearing the slate so she can just keep on swinging, keep on slashing. Think about the common problems with other DPS characters. Energy issues? Not here. Clunky, slow setups that take forever? Nope. Waiting around for cooldowns? Forget about it. Arlecchino just teleports onto the field and immediately starts the barbecue. She is what happens when the developers at HoYoverse said, "You want that dark anime villain power fantasy? Here you go absolutely nuts." And this leads perfectly into what makes her gameplay feel so incredibly addictive. Her entire kit is like a perfectly choreographed fight scene. You use her skill, you flow directly into a sequence of normal attacks, and she just doesn't stop. There's zero downtime, no awkward pauses. She isn't the kind of carry who just stands around waiting for 3 other characters to buff her up. She is the buff. She is fast, she is aggressive, and she oozes confidence. Playing her makes you feel like the main character of your own action movie every single time you press the attack button. Once you master her rotation, every combat encounter feels buttery smooth and deeply satisfying. It's like a dance, but the steps are just pure, calculated annihilation. Okay, you might say, she sounds great, but I don't have a wallet made of Mora. What about her teams? And this, my friends, is where Arlecchino truly flexes her versatility. You do not need a team stacked with 5-star constellations to make her work. If you're swimming in 5 stars and want the meta slave setup, sure, pair her with Sitlali and Bennett. or maybe throw in a Kazuha for crowd control. That combination will literally melt your screen. But if you're free to play, you are still in fantastic shape. Characters like Xingqiu, Sucrose, and even a well-built Diona can back her up without any issues. That is the beauty of Arlecchino. She is incredibly team flexible. You don't build a specialized team for her. She leads the team you already have. This inherent flexibility means she will always have a spot in your roster, no matter how the meta shifts or what new region drops. I've personally tested her in a dozen different team comps, and the result is always the same. She just works. And that kind of reliability is a rare commodity these days. All right, let's tackle the elephant, or should I say the dragon, in the room, Durin. The hype train for him is running at full speed, and don't get me wrong, his kit looks interesting on paper. But let's be real with each other for a second. We have no concrete idea how he's actually going to change the meta. He's not even out yet. The perfect support characters designed specifically for him probably don't even exist in the game right now. Yeah, he might function with some older team compositions, but let's be honest. Are those older teams really going to compete in the current endgame Spiral Abyss cycles? I have my doubts. Meanwhile, Arlecchino has been on the battlefield for over a year. She isn't some theoretical construct from the theory crafting community. She is a battle-tested, proven, and utterly reliable powerhouse. She has already cemented her place as the premier pyro DPS, combining monstrous damage with unparalleled style. So I have to ask, why gamble your hard-earned primo gems on a maybe when you have a guaranteed S-tier unit staring you right in the face? And I'm just gonna say it. I'm sorry, but come on. A dragon with wings. That can't even fly? That's not terrifying, that's just tragic. Imagine saving up for months for a majestic flying dragon, and it just waddles onto the battlefield. I can't. I just can't. Now this is the point where Arlecchino separates herself from the pack for good. Her long-term value is insane. She doesn't rely on specific elemental reaction damage to be effective. She isn't shackled to needing one or two very specific support characters to function. Her power scales purely with her attack stat and that brilliant bond of life mechanic. What does that mean for the future? It means that as new characters and new support options gets released, she is only going to get stronger. Every future character that has a kit which buffs normal attack damage or boosts ATK percent is essentially a direct buff to Arlecchino. She is engineered to last. We've already seen evidence that she doesn't fall off with game updates. If anything, she's been aging like a fine bottle of Dawn Winery's best, only getting better with time. Okay, let's talk gear. If you're an F2P player, listen up, because this is important. Do not stress. You do not need her signature 5-star weapon to make her a dominant force. It might sound crazy, but she performs ridiculously well with a 3-star weapon like the White Tassel. You heard me. A 3-star. It gives a solid chunk of crit rate, it's super easy to refine to its maximum potential, and it keeps her damage consistent and reliable across all the game's content. But, and this is a big but, if you do decide to go all in and manage to grab her signature weapon, oh man. She transforms from a powerhouse into an absolute menace. Not only does her damage spike into the stratosphere, but her weapon literally changes form mid-combat. Let me repeat that. Her polearm transforms during the fight. That's not just a simple stat boost, that's a full-blown visual and power glow-up. At that point, you're not just playing a character. You're starring in your own cinematic villain origin story, and it is glorious. We absolutely have to take a moment and just appreciate her design, because honestly, Hoyoverse absolutely nailed it. Her posture, her subtle expressions, the fluid, deadly elegance of her attack animations, it all screams confidence and command. She doesn't fight like a traditional hero. She fights like someone who already knows the outcome of the battle, like she's always in complete control. Every sword slash feels impactful and heavy. Every attack feels personal, like she has a specific vendetta against that particular hilichurl. And that is a huge part of her magic. She isn't just strong on a spreadsheet, she feels incredibly powerful to play. That visceral feedback, that sense of embodied strength, is what makes players keep coming back to her, maining her even a full year after her initial release. So, here's my final take. If you've been saving your Primogems, waiting for a top-tier DPS that has the power, the style, and the longevity to remain relevant for a very long time, this is your moment. Arlecchino represents the perfect balance. She is proven, she is reliable, she is impossibly stylish, and she doesn't need to rely on gacha luck or complicated team gimmicks to carry you through the toughest content. Durin might come along and surprise us all, sure, but Arlecchino, she is a guaranteed win. And in a game that is fundamentally built on layers of RNG and uncertainty, that kind of rock-solid reliability is priceless. So I'm throwing the question over to you. What's your move? Are you pulling on her rerun, or are you skipping and saving everything for the dragon? I am genuinely curious to see where the community stands on this one, so let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, if it helped you make your decision, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. Subscribe for more guides, breakdowns, and discussions just like this one. And to everyone who's rolling on her banner, I wish you the absolute best of luck. May your pulls be golden and your pity be early. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one. Buy 6,480 Genesis crystals with the 6.0 limited pack for only $79 at lootbar.gg. Returning users can also grab an extra coupon for up to 5% off. The link is in the description.